What's up, Good evening and welcome to MUFC Bias. I remain your host, Ice, and as usual, I bring to you the latest gist and gossips as regards Manchester United. Yeah, th- this weekend is one the international break, and there's not so much to talk about regarding Manchester United. But still, we have players that are on international duties. You know, we have other players that are still training at at Carrington, and there's still the little issue of the coach. Is he going to stay? Is he going to be sacked? Is he going to be backed? We are still, we've not gotten any green lights or any clearing or any, there's no news regarding that as it stands. But it's obvious that the meeting that Ineos were going to have regarding the coach and other, pressing issues has been concluded. The media are left in the dark, as usual. We've known that even from the transfer window, when there were only two journalists that had verified reports regarding Manchester United signings, and people were tracking and chasing in transfer window. And you know that's Fabrizio Romano and Ornstein. Yeah. So it still the same. There's no news. Whatever you hear in the media is mere gossip. You know, some people saying Ten Hag is gonna stay just because they've not gotten a sack news yet. So it's all gossip and propaganda. But yeah, I still retain my stand that Ten Hag is not going to be sacked this week, or yeah, at least my own belief, yeah, not from any verifiable source or anything, is what I think, right? I think Erik Ten Hag is going to be given till the next international break. We have about 7 games in between now and then, and he will be judged then. Those fixtures are not as crazy as the ones before this international break where we had to play Porto away, we had to play Aston Villa away, and all sorts. So they are more favorable fixtures, and it's a more meritable ground. Like you can judge, it's a fair ground to judge the manager on lessened lessened pressure, lessened expectations, and all that. So I strongly believe Erik Ten Hag is going to be the coach of Manchester United still after the international break, and he'll be giving time. He'll be giving time. While shifting from the norm, in times past, decisions were made by the Glazers and maybe Woodward or John Motto. But right now, you can see the amount of footballing heads that are gathered to, you know, to think, to brainstorm on the way forward. Okay, it's obviously not a coaching problem in isolation. Yeah, because there are many parts of the game that you see positives regarding Manchester United. Many parts of our play uh, shows a lot of positive. But then it's just one odd error from a senior player and we concede one lazy goal. And the thing is, with these Manchester United players, the moment they concede a goal, they lose their minds, they lose their heads. Like their heads just drop and they tend to concede more. So it's more like you playing against Manchester United, you try to get the first goal in, let's say, the first 10, 15 minutes, and the odds of you winning that game just rises from, say, 50% when the game starts to a 90, 95%. That's the mentality of Manchester United players currently. Like, it's so much on the ground. There's no fighting mentality, there's no winning mentality, there's no tenacity. Like, I mean, most times I look at them like amateurs, like toddlers, and it's pathetic, right? Because if these were the youngsters, the minors, the Garnachos, the Oilons, the Amads, it will be easily, yeah, it will easily be forgivable than when you're having this, you know, grievous mistakes from serial professionals like the Casmeros, the Rashfords, the Bruno Fernandes. I mean, so I really we put a large chunk of the blame on the playing personnel, a very large chunk of it. I would like to see Ineos back the coach. Yeah, they've done a lot of that in the summer. I want them, yeah, there should be some backing of the coach, probably a public statement that shows support for the coach. So he feels less pressurized because the pressure from the press, from the media, and all that is enormous enough to even distract him and make the work a lot more harder than it is already. So I would love to see so much backing from the management and the board, and I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Erik Ten Hag can turn this around. If there's somebody to turn this situation around, I have so much confidence in the coach, right? The last few games, you could see a sort of panic from him with the kind of substitutions he was making, the kind of lineups he was pushing out, but you could tell that this man was under pressure. So getting those two draws and not being sacked this international break, I know that would do him a whole lot of good by buying him some time. And I am pretty sure with this time he would, get his act right and he put us, yeah, even without, he's already put us in the right track to recovery. If Ten Hag gets sacked today, Manchester United and the squad are in a better, much more better position than it met it, when it came in. So that is progress, if for anything. Without the trophies, without everything else, he has improved the squad tremendously. And yeah, I really hope he reaps, you know, all what he has sown in this squad by him being backed by the management. All right. So that's basically the show for today. If you've enjoyed the show so far, do well to smash a like to this video. And if you're tuning in for the very first time, you really need to subscribe. This is MUFC Bias, where we drop the latest gists and gossips, news, transfer gossips, whatever it is that is Manchester United inclined. You'll be sure to get it from this channel. We come on air like once or twice every week, and at least once every weekend for the odds and ticket show. So you really want to subscribe to this channel. It's going to be beneficial to you. I'm your host, Ice, and until the next one, you stay winning, you stay red, and you enjoy the start to your weekend. Cheers.